Okay, welcome folks, welcome one and all. Not sure if you're new here or if you are a regular, perhaps drop me a line in the chat. In case you don't know, I'll just turn the music down. I've been working on this sketchbook now, certainly, well, since Christmas, but I've been, if I can just have a look, there we go. So I've been like creating an array of different sort of illustrations. I've been live streaming them. And yeah, I'll just give you a little kind of glimpse into the kind of stuff that I've been doing. If we can get it in view there we go. So we've got stuff like this. It's mainly kind of stuff from imagination. There's some like occasional reference, but it's mainly from imagination. Generally sort of ink, watercolors. I've been centering on this kind of fantasy element with like alternate universe, Dickensian kind of scenes of like monsters from another dimension. So yeah, just characters like this, and let's just find a few more. Fred Dibner from an alternate universe. He's basically like a sort of plumbing service where he goes around and gets rid of unwanted entities from other dimensions. And then there's another little inventor guide there. I can take a trip around the sketchbook a little bit later on, but I thought you might want to see some drawings. So this is one that I started yesterday and finished, and I've decided to continue it with more of an action pose. So I'm going to try and get it inked, and I'm also going to try and get it watercolored as well. Kit Kats, welcome. Good to see you here. And yeah, let's get going. I'm not sure how long the stream's going to last. Last time I think it was around about almost 2 hours. It may stretch to that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I want to try and get this one in the bag. I was quite like, quite like the look of this one. So yeah, and whilst I'm doing this, of course, it's like a social thing. We've got the lovely Kit Kats, hopefully some of the other regulars, and generally just people just having a chat and asking questions, really. So whether you're staying or whether you're going, thanks for dropping by. If you're going to be watching this in the future, I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get to it. Enough talking, Jason, and more drawing. There we go. have James in the house. Excellent evening, James. I have had a good weekend, thank you very much. Yeah. I hope you've had one too. Just so you know, I'm trying something a little different, not necessarily with the drawing, but having tried to include my other YouTube channel in on here. That's my well, they're both personal channels, but there's a sort of larger audience on this one as well, so I'm not sure if anyone's going to come through or not. It remains to be seen. I don't tend to do a lot of drawing on that. That's more, well, it was kind of more like 3D modeling, but we'll see if we have anyone arriving from that one as well. But hopefully you enjoy the stream. And of course, as usual, if you want to ask any questions, have a chat, feel free. I'm just going to be here in the background, drawing away. Steam. It's on this. It's not on Steam, if that's what you're referring to. I'm not sure. Eddie, where are you from? You sound quite local to me. Matlock in Derbyshire. Whereabouts are you from, Eddie? Got that East Midlands twang. Also, I did pose this the other day about Instagram. I tend to kind of put shorts on there as well, because I know some of you don't have Instagram accounts, but I tend to do like little updates on there as well of like stuff that's in development, little drawings kind of set to like music and things like that. So if you are not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Are you from Walsall? Yeah, West Midlands. You've done a lot of roofing around Derby. Oh, yeah, Walsall. So definitely near. Well, you may or may not know, but I work in Coventry, so I'm not a million miles from where you are. But yeah, roofing. That's a good business. I know a couple of roofers. It's generally very, very good business to be in. Anyway, welcome. Oh, not now, but share the links with me if you want, and I'll post them in the chat. Oh, James, that's very... James, are you officially becoming my moderator? I think that might be what's happening. You might be like a kind of unintended moderator, and of course, if you are, I am honoured. But that's very kind of you. Yeah, let's see if I can do just quickly. Let's see if I can Let me think about this. I'm kind of using my phone at the moment. Oh, I might try something. Hold on a second. Spare with me a second, folks. I'm just going to see if I can do this and put something in the chat. Right, let's go and see if I can. I'm sorry, I'm just on my iPad at the moment. Just bear with me a second, folks. And see if I can share the link, and then I'll see if I can then put it in the chat. This is the plan. So if let's see if I can share. I'm not sure if I can find like a link, but it's basically, I'll tell you what I'll do, it might be easier just to type it I'll put it in the chat. I'm using my other account for this, so there's like a sort of space guy that you'll see, because I'm watching this on my other channel, if that makes sense. So it's simply, I'm not sure you have to put the @ but it's simply Jason Etienne art. Type that in. There we go. That's me, Jasonism. This is for my other channel. But yeah, put that into Instagram. I'm sure that will bring me up, and you can subscribe there. Oh, hold on a minute. I think Fizz wants to go out. 1 second. So yeah, Jason Etienne art, and you should find me there. Okie dokie. Let's try that. So I'm just doing some maneuvering with my iPad just so I can. There we go. Right, let's continue. Excuse the arm. Right. Now I've got the hand coming up. This is always tricky to do. I'll do the arm first. Just turn that down a bit. And again, this is becoming like a standard joke now. I'm going to try not to massively over-render this, because I'm going to be doing a bit of watercolouring. All being well. So right, going in with the fingers, we're going to see if we can get this nailed. That's roughly got it, I think. Callum, hi. How you doing? Little Rick, hi. Little Rick's here. The gang is here. The gang. We've got James, we've got Kit Kat, we've got Little Rick, Callum. Excellent. Okay. Thanks, James. Thank you for reminding everyone. Callum, love it as always. Thank you, matey. That's very, very kind. Of course I did. I did. Oh, Callum, you're too kind. You're too kind, matey. I really appreciate that. And again, it just makes me want to do it more. So that's going to have the desired effect. As long as I've got lovely people like you showing some appreciation, I'll keep doing it. Right. Let's have a look. What's going on with this gun? I kind of didn't sketch this part in. I'm guessing something like that. Got that coming down there. Something like that. All right, thanks, Callum. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry to hear about your ankle. Hope you're feeling better soon. Right. All right, take care. Bye for now. See you soon. Get well soon. Something like that. All right, so that's shaping up. And okay, that's kind of the main bulk of it done really. We've just got this kind of utility belt thing going on here. Kind of zoom in a little bit more just so we get like a tighter shot. Something like that maybe. Okay. So we've got this utility belt, which is similar to this. I'm having to kind of work, let me just move these out of the way so they're not toppling down. So I'm having to kind of work or reverse, just looking at this geezer, obviously it's the same guy, and just trying to kind of like make sure it's kind of looking similar. So we got, he's kind of got this cylinder thing. Little Rick looking good. Thank you, matey. Very kind. He's kind of got this cylinder thing, or whatever it is. It's a kind of like the centerpiece of the belt. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. I have to keep checking my phone to make sure I'm not drawing off the screen. It's kind of like a cylinder. And then, I'm not sure, it kind of forms part of the belt. And then, I tend to sort of default to these, well, I'm not sure, it's a utility belt, but it's like pockets, not satchels, but it's kind of, whatever it is, these things. James, my vibe from this chap, he was retired, but he's been reluctantly dragged back to do one more job, and he's just realised it's a big one. I like it. Yeah. It's that kind of thing. I mean, that's kind of like life anyway, isn't it? You know, lots of people plan on retirement and then they have to kind of come back, and yeah, so he's come back kind of reluctantly. He's had like a lifetime. He got the golden clock and all of that. And he thought he was done, but no. The corporation had different plans. Absolutely. Exactly, good metaphor. Yes, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like it's an ongoing process where people are brought out of retirement. Be like, we were talking about Blade Runner the other day. It was the guy, the captains. He said, if you're not Blade Runner, if you're not, what is it? If you're not Blade Runner, you're little people. Bryant, that was his name, wasn't it? All right. And then we've got, again, I'll just zoom out a little bit because I think I might be going slightly off. Let's have a look. There we go. Just so you can see. So he's kind of utility belt. And I'm guessing in this utility belt, like all of them, it's going to be practical stuff. So quite possibly ammo, but also I suspect it'll be things like some form of like Allen keys and tools to kind of repair the equipment, that kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking anyway. What we do for time? That's good. Good. got this thing going on as well. He's got these kind of straps. And that comes down like that. And then we've got another one. And now you mention it, mention Bryant. This guy kind of look. It does look like him. I forget the guy's name now. I do know his name. Yeah, that kind of like thin in hair. He does look like him a bit, doesn't he? Oh dear. Sorry, that's Fizz. I think she's thought she's heard something. I may have to bring her in. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't do that other strap, did I? I'm getting distracted. So, and then there's the other strap. And that goes like that. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to close that door. Fizz defending the castle. Yes, as always, she's heard intruders, and it's her mission to, as I say, go and defend the realm. In her mind, anyway. Okay, I'm going to sort of phase this part out. And then we can have a look at doing some watercolouring, hopefully if it dries. Might just kind of leave it looking loose and then just phase it out, something like that. Okay, so let us now have a look at, well, this top half will be safe enough because I started that this morning, well, this afternoon, so I can start giving that some colour. Okay, so we are ready for the next phase, which is watercolouring. We'll just have a little slurp of tea. Right. Let's have a look-see. Okay. Oh, cheers, matey. Thanks, James. Yeah, I think the hands, it's always a bit of a gamble because I didn't sketch them out quite the right hand, but actually it's worked out. It generally always looks all right, but you know, you never, any artist will tell you this, they're never 100% happy with whatever they do. It's a kind of chronic dissatisfaction, I think, we have as artists. It's all, but then that's kind of what pushes you to do better. So, anyway, right, let's have a look at and a little Rick, love that. Thank you, matey. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I've lost my lid. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to start with the head and I'm going to mix up a bit of flesh tone. I'm not sure we can actually see. It's just slightly off screen, isn't it? So if we move it down a wee bit. Not that you necessarily need to see this, but you might be interested in just seeing the colours being mixed. Anywho, I think it needs a little bit more. So I think the other guy, I think is just a little bit more ruddy. So again, for anyone watching this now or watching in the future, if you are enjoying it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It's a really good way of just pushing it up with the search. the shoulder pads. James, sorry. Forgive me for being nosy, but as I don't have Instagram, I found your Saatchi art page. Wow, the right planet. Painting is beautiful, Maisie. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've got stuff on. I've got like stuff going back, obviously years. And I did put some stuff on the Saatchi page, concepty type stuff, and then what is it? Fine Art America as well. That's another one. All over the place, really. But that's not being nosy. I mean, I put it all there to be seen. So yeah, go check it out. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, it's gosh, we're going back into the mist of time now. That's got to be well over. That's well over. Where are we? Yeah, it's got to be like over 10 years ago. God, it's amazing how time flies. I did have a website once upon a time, but for one reason or another, yeah, it was on Wix, I think. I might even still have one. I can't remember if I've still got one on there. But and I did I had a kind of gallery in Matlock. Well, I made the gallery above an art shop. We had a bit of success, but it was, unfortunately, the man who owned it passed away, unfortunately, so it kind of ended that. But I was kind of teaching as well and stuff, whatever. But yeah, sold quite a few paintings over the years as well, and all that jazz. Do you do individual requests or commission-based stuff? Yeah, I'm open to it. Yeah. Obviously, if you were interested, or someone you know is interested, can sort you. Where are we? What's the best email to give you? It could be just my personal one, personal email. I don't mind putting that in the chat. It's a Hotmail account. Find it. So yeah, you can ping an email and have a look at it and see what we can do for sure. Right. See that? Yeah. Okay, and let's do this bit. just ink over. I'm using like gesso on the pages, and it's a little bit repellent, so it's not absorbing as I'd like it to with the page. So I'm going to just have a look at maybe just working over the top again. Let's have a look. I mean, it's almost there. Just bits of it. I think I was probably was a bit too aggressive with the. It's almost like PVA. So the paint obviously needs to be able to soak into the page. So how's that looking? Yeah, I think I might leave the gun. Okay, I'm tempted to leave that there. I'm generally happy with it. I think I'm gonna have to investigate the gesso and just make sure that it's not applied too thickly. It's all right in parts, but other parts it's repelling, so we can't have that. I've got to be able to paint it. So I'll just need to have a little look at that for the next stream. But other than that, I think it's turned out rather well. So, and again, for anyone watching this in the future, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for further info of streams, etc. Okay, so as has become customary, I'm just going to flick through. I'm actually just going to flick through a few pages. I'll show you the stuff that's coming up. How about that? Some stuff that I'm working on for the next. Let's turn that down a bit. For the next stream. James, on what you were saying before, would you prefer to funnel people to your main channel, or do you want to try and grow this one? Oh, definitely grow this one. The other channel, the one that's under my name, I've not added a lot of stuff. I've put a lot of focus into this one because it's mainly for my students, obviously, like, you know, and people like your good selves. So yeah, but either or, it's either or is absolutely fine. But yeah, this is the one I'm trying to grow because it is growing, and it's interesting that the videos that you'll see on the channel, I've got like okay views, but it's the live streaming that people seem to really like, and this is what's increasing the amount of subscribers, which is brilliant. So I'm all for that. And at present, I'm doing more of this than I am doing my other stuff. So, which I kind of like, if I'm going to be honest. I like doing the other stuff, but it's a bit more interactive, and I quite like that as opposed to doing the more sort of polished videos. Anywho, but thanks for asking. That's it's very kind of you again. So let's sign this. Let's sign it. Let's put a little trademark. I don't think I did it on the last one. There we are. Let's have a look now at, let's see if I can just bring this down. Dare I bring it down? Let's have a look. Right. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't go kaplunk. Right, it just means I don't have to kind of raise it too high. So this is the, let's just zoom out a little bit, just so I've got the option of, can I do that? There we go. So this is the final-ish thing. You might be able to see there's a little bit of light where it's repelling around areas like that. So it's not all of it, but parts of it. But still, though, turned out quite well. As always, I'm quite pleased with the inking. The hands turned out well. So I agree with you, James. What's this? James, currently trying to cheerleader between the two chats. Right. I'm not, I didn't realise there were two chats. Hold on a minute. Let's have a look. So we've got this chat. So is there another chat? Have I been neglecting the other chat? Let's have a look. Let's go and see if I can go. I'm going to go switch account to Coventry. Let's go to the channel. I'm just going to have a look now because I'm curious. I didn't realise there were two chats going on. Let's have a look. There we go. Oh, it looks like it's still, where are we? Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks to be the same. I'm seeing the chats from, it looks to be the same chat, despite whatever channel. It seems to be streaming into that one channel. If you have the stream live on your main channel, then there's also a chat for that one as well. Yeah, so I'm looking at both, and it looks like the chat's on both. But anyway, that's really good to know, though, James. Thank you so much. So I'm actually seeing there are a few messages. Yes. Oh, right. Okay. So okay. So there are a few messages separate to this one then. Yeah. This, I think it's because this is a little bit experimental at this stage. So if there is indeed a separate message, thank you for your messages, folks. I'm just seeing the one message board here that I'm talking to James on. So I might have to explore that because on my on my main channel it seems to be this. So Chillstream, there we are. So I'm on the Chillstream. Oh, there we are. Oh, goodness me. So Miriam, all right. So thank you, James. Thanks for bringing that to attention. Miriam, I'm seeing the other chat now. So if you're watching this later or now, sorry I missed you. Hello. Saying hi back to you. Mysterious Monolith. I'm just here quickly to say thank you for your tutorials on Unreal Engine 4. My pleasure. I am trying to do some more videos in Unreal 5 because I've done a video where I was looking at getting a character to idle, walk, run and jump, but I wanted to update that to one where you can swim and also climb. I've just got to do it. It's just so busy with uni, but I am going to do that. But thank you so much for your message. Inassailable, beautiful drawing. Great to see some talent between Roblox slop and AI music lives. Okay, well, I'm glad to be of service. Chris Stone, it has been a while. Oh my days. So James, Chris Stone has been a member of my other channel for a long time. Lovely bloke. And I wonder what happened to you, because I've just not heard back from you. We kind of send messages via the chat, and I just wasn't aware that, I just wondered where you were, because it had probably been years. Chris Stone, top guy, thank you so much for dropping by. Excellent. Jean Pensard, hi Jean, thank you very much for your message. Antoine, forgive the pronunciation, Antoine. Antoine Ville Blanchard, I might be pronouncing the Ville, it might be Ville. Forgive the pronunciation, or the mispronunciation, should I say. Watercolour, yes, watercolour, that's what we're using. James, excellent, thank you for joining the chat, James. Also, hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you, matey, that's very, very kind of you. That's really good. James, you're a diamond. Thank you so much for doing that, because now, when we've got the dual chats going on, I can be giving some other people a bit of love as well. So, so if anyone, I'm not sure if anyone's still watching on the other stream. Let's just have a look. We have 5 people watching, so maybe you are still here as well. So forgive me for neglecting you and not responding. I'm responding now. All you beautiful people. So Miriam, sorry, Bea, hello and salute. Miriam, Mysterious Monolith, Inessimate, I can't even speak. Inassimilable. Inassimilable. Does that mean you can't be assimilated? I don't know. Chris Stone, top bloke. So lovely to hear from you, Chris Stone. It's been such a long time. Jean, Antoine, and of course James in the chat. Thank you so much. So next time I will know, which is probably going to be tomorrow. We're in reading week at the uni, so which means that we're going to be more available. So not so much teaching. So I may even be able to do a longer stream. We'll see. Anyway, so for everyone watching, generally what I do is, anyway, let's get back to it now. James, you made some other comments. No worries, mate. Prepping my moderator badge as we speak. I'm very lucky to have you as a moderator, matey. Thank you so much. I got lucky. I'm watching on phone, but both streams are next to each other, as it were, so I can flick between the two easily. Fantastic, top bloke. Well, thanks for being my man in the corner, or whatever the phrase is. So let's just do a recap. So this is the character I've just finished. I'm gonna have to revisit my pages that I've been priming, because I noticed I went a little bit heavy in with the gesso, and it's just repelling the watercolor just a little bit. It's not like a big deal, but I want to see about remedying that. But this character is supposed to be a continuation of this character. They look similar, but a little bit different. This is what I did. I put it onto Instagram earlier today. That's why I've been asking everyone to go onto Instagram to follow me, because I do like development drawings as well. These are the things that I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow. Deep Sea Diver, but has a close encounter with this quite scary looking creature. So I've been drawing that this afternoon and this evening, and he's got all this. I don't think this guy's getting away somehow. And who knows? Maybe he just wants to say hi, or maybe he's going to be lunch. We'll have to kind of, have a think about that tomorrow. And then there was another one I started, and this was partly inspired by, I was just watching this thing, Jodorowsky, I think it was Jodorowsky, the director, but he worked with Mobius, and he did a comic with, I forget the name of the gentleman, and or was it that, or is it maybe son of El Topo? But anyway, there was a kind of image of this horse walking through water. And I thought, oh, I really love that. So I kind of did my own version of it. And it's this horse kind of with this kind of wizard on there, maybe some Lord of the Rings type vibe, walking through this swamp, or going through this swamp, and these characters are waiting for them. So that's what I've literally just done. Other than that, so that'll be maybe the following day, or maybe the same day, I don't know. This will probably be tomorrow, but I've got to make sure that this gesso is not going to repel the watercolour. Otherwise, it's going to stay as an ink drawing. This one you've already seen. And that one we saw the other day, James will remember. It was originally going to be this kind of Medusa type character, and then it turned into this character here. Some 19th century gentleman. It was just like a little kind of ink type thing I was doing. He was my favourite character. He was kind of like, Lenny McLean. If you're not familiar with Lenny McLean, he was in Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Bare knuckle fighter from the East End. Unfortunately, he passed away some years ago, God rest his soul, but amazing bloke. You'll probably see clips of him on YouTube. And then there's the guy looking wistfully into the air, just thinking, is this the end or maybe the beginning? Who knows? And then we've got this scene here where it's a, don't know, just a little street scene in London, this creature, interdimensional creature coming through. This was just a kind of sketch, really. I was just playing around. There was no particular theme with that. This one I'd still to finish. It's kind of strange, simian-looking alien in Victorian garb. And I still going to draw something on there as well. Then we've got Fred Dibner. Fred Dibner, alternate reality Fred Dibner, who's basically getting rid of these interdimensional creatures from another world. And then this guy who's like some kind of inventor who's dissolving these creatures or sending them back, maybe a kinder way is sending them back to the other dimension. There's that. I won't go through the entire thing because I'm sure you've got places to go, people to see. Then we've got some other ones here. Again, Mrs. Miggins with tentacles coming out of her face. Yeah, a bit scary. And this guy who's like a kind of ghoul. This other guy smoking a pipe, or an it, whatever it is. I quite like the eyes on that. I liked how they turned out quite glassy and black. Smoking a pipe, as you can see there. And then this is kind of what started that whole train with the interdimensional stuff, because I did it as like just a Dickensian type scene. But then I kind of made him have claws, which made him look very suspect. And I thought maybe he's some kind of, some kind of potential secret monster. That led me to kind of do this guy. He was like a sort of, alternate universe Ghostbuster type character. Oh, someone riding a motorbike. And then we had some other stuff of kind of, almost like a robot, or potentially some kind of like Halo type character. Looking at a bird. James, you'll have seen this probably now a good few times. So I'm going to just sort of wrap this bit up now, I think. And some of the ones there. And I'll try and end on one of my favourite pieces, if I can find it. Where is it? Wherever it is. That's quite a good one. I quite like that one. That was also quite a good one. I was happy with this, put it that way. Where is it? Got Kung Fu guy. Not that guy. Where are we? I'm going to find it in a minute. Or have we gone past it? I might have gone past it. There we go. I always come back to this one. It's always one of my favourite scenes. Set on some asteroid somewhere. They're like mining for minerals, and they've all been they're clocking off on the shift, and they're being served drinks by some like old robot. I still quite like that. Anyway, we're going to end it there. James, top bloke, thank you so much for moderating this. Yeah, if you got anything, if you want any questions about commissions, whatever, then you can email me. Other than that, well, I'll just read some more. There we go. James, it's still my favourite part of the stream. Excellent. Well, I aim to please. It's quite nice though, isn't it? It's kind of just reflecting back on it, and it's, you know, I like it because it just kind of reminds me of like how far I've come. I do have some thoughts. This isn't a marketing ploy, by the way, but I started having some thoughts about, once I've finished this, of trying to turn it into print. So actually putting the whole thing into a printed book. So not now, we are way out at the moment. But my thoughts are to potentially either just do it like to order, or I might do a crowdfund or something or other and see if we can get some interest and get it all printed out. So literally get it all printed out, scanned, printed out, put into a form of a sketchbook, and then see if we can get some interest. And but anyway, that's still way down the line. I've got a lot of drawing to do. That might be like later in the year, perhaps. So it might make a good, a nice kind of Christmas gift or something or other. But this is also still one of my favourites. Oh, we've got Liberty Prime online. I'm here to dump more lore after writing over 900 pages of content in regards to a steampunk ghost hunting universe, some series name, inspiration, and various other bits you can pick at. I'll be posting it on my website for you to view. That sounds awesome. Yeah, so send a link. I'm sure people will be interested. I'm definitely interested. Oh, sorry, James is saying, do it. I'll order my first copy. James, you will be guaranteed a copy, mark my words, if we do this. Yeah, consider it a courtesy. You will definitely be getting a copy. But yeah, lovely. I'll just go see if there's any more comments on the other stream. I think there's still 3 people watching on the other stream. Again, just to say to the people watching on the other stream, apologies for not seeing you at the beginning. James, who's turned to my unofficial, or maybe official moderator, he just saw, you do realise you've got other people watching. So my apologies, but we've got some lovely people there, including my old mate Chris Stone, who I've not seen for a long time, and I'm so happy for you to drop by, matey, if you're watching this a little bit later or now. Yeah, I was a little bit worried there for a minute because I've just not heard anything from you. I just wondered if you were all right. Clearly, you are all right. So all is well with the world. Liberty Prime, be sure to... you'll have to send a link to your website. I'm not sure. Do we have that? You might want to put that in the chat, perhaps. Or, after I've closed the stream down, you can put it in the comments. Because I'm sure both I and everyone else will be interested in having a look at that. It sounds absolutely awesome. 900 pages of content. That's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. And thanks for just, like I say, contributing to the ongoing saga of the interdimensional creatures in Victorian England. All right. You'll be posting it. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're going to wrap up there. What time is it? Oh, goodness. Yeah. We've been going for a good couple of hours. All that's left to say is, if you are watching this now or in the future, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for all the beautiful comments. It's an absolute pleasure. This has become like one of the highlights of my day. Hopefully it has for you. It's such a wonderful little kind of, it's almost like a little rock pool of enjoyment of drawing and just chats and things like that, and talking to people such as your wonderful selves. And absolutely brilliant. And cheers, James, another good one. Thanks again, as always. Enjoy the rest of your night. You enjoy the rest of your night, mate, and thank you for moderating. Top geezer. Thank you so much for doing that. Folks, I'm going to say good night, or maybe good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and hope to catch you in tomorrow's stream. Take care, everyone. All the best. Bye for now.